Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to play some 60 seconds. Now, if you were here on the last one, actually, I'll just go ahead and show you. We got another achievement done. We're killing it. I think it was this one. Panzer? No, it was the tank. Yeah, right here. So the Panzer, that's the one we got. We have 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 3 of these are the difficulty. Beat the game in every mode on each difficulty. So that is the Scavenge, the Survival, and the Apocalypse. We have to do Little Boy, Fat Man, and Tsar Bomba. So I honestly cannot remember. I honestly can't remember what all we've beaten. I know one for sure is the Little Boy challenge on Apocalypse, right? So I'm just gonna go through Scavenge. And then we'll probably do a run as Fat Man, because I know I've beaten the Little Boy. So we're going to do 3 of these real quick. We're just going to run through them because it's just gathering supplies and surviving. So that's the goal. And we'll just start it off. We'll go through it. We'll get it done. We're running through these achievements at this point. We're getting close to like a couple that are really difficult. We almost got the crazy person one. And I'm kind of wondering, does it matter what you grab on this one? I don't think it does. I think it's just a matter of like getting supplies and escaping. So we'll get the whole family. We'll get a couple of items, maybe some food and water, and just do like a simple escape. All right. I think the only thing important is I want to make sure I get all the family members. I don't know if that matters, but I just want to do it just because. Alright, and then we'll find the mother who is in here. Alright, and then we can turn around and grab this gun. Toss those in. Get a bunch of food, get a bunch of water. But yeah, we are getting close to the finish, and I'm kind of excited. But I have a really good feeling. that it's going to be very difficult for like 2 of them. I know doing the full, what is it? The, oh, let me think with my brain. Yeah, we'll call that a wrap. I know doing the survival mode with the Tsar Bomba, like the highest difficulty, is probably going to be the hardest thing. I mean, I could probably make an escape whenever I do the survival myself because I can get the items I need. And I was looking up some stuff to like... I was looking up some stuff of like tips and tricks. And somebody said pretty much when you do the Tsar Bomba survival, it's just a matter of you need to know the escape you're going for. And if you don't get the items you need for that escape in the beginning, just reset. So I'm probably going to have an episode where that's just all I do. I just reset until I get the items I need. Look at my tank. That thing is sick. Alright, we'll do another new game. We'll do survival again, or scavenge again. We're going to do Fat Man this time. Still doing Ted. Get the whole family and just get as many items as we can. And then we're going to do the Tsar Bomba one, and we'll be done with the scavenge. And then I'll probably just do an apocalypse with the other. And I don't know how, like the insanity, because I've been struggling with that one. I don't know if the insanity is easier to get when you're on a higher difficulty, but I'm gonna assume it helps. I hope. I may look that up and find out. But when we do like the Tsar Bomba, maybe we'll get that knocked out really easy, which would be kind of sweet. Let's just grab a bunch of food and stuff. Alright. We'll go to this room, just grab food, the rifle. But yeah, I don't know. Nothing really in here. We'll just get this can and call it a wrap. We'll hang out. So that one's complete. But yeah, I think I think my volumes are still all screwed up. It's really hard to tell on my end. Like, it doesn't... because I don't hear in my ears what the final audio kind of balance is between the game and the mic. They just join together on the recording, and then in the end I can hear it. So hopefully my volumes aren't too crazy lately, because I had to mess with them for some other games, and I feel like I had them perfect for 60 seconds, and I just there's no way to like save that setting. So I don't know. I mentioned it before. I'm gonna try to get what is it, Adobe Premiere, so I can like separate the audios and then balance them out. I don't know. We'll figure something out. All right, let's do the Tsar Bomber one now for Scavenge. We'll stay as Ted. Begin adventure, and this will be the Scavenge mode done. And then I need to do, yeah, basically, yeah, yep. Oh my gosh. Oh, it just starts off. All right, I need the family, so we'll do kid, mom. Alright, go get the daughter. And we'll get a water. And then we're going to try to get a few items too, because I don't know if it matters, but I think it does. Alright, we'll grab the radio. Can't get the med kit, but we can get the cards. We'll go back and grab the med kit. Go in here. Get a can and a can. Bum. I'm gonna grab the suitcase and a water. Call it a wrap. Alright, cool. So that, I think when I do the actual Tsar Bomba, just apocalypse version, like the full scavenge and survival, I think I can do it. Because I can get the items I need. So I'm just gonna aim for like, most likely I'm gonna aim for like map, flashlight, cards, you know, and as much food as I can get, and only like the two adults, right? Because I don't really care about the other stuff, but I want to have enough food and water so I don't have to leave as often, and I want to make sure I have the map, the cards, the radio. I think that's all. Oh, and I think the flashlight for the government escape, because that one's kind of the easiest. The only time you have to really leave is to like do the stuff for the government. So if I just can get enough food and water to last me, I think I'll be fine. So, all right. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe I'll just get smoked on these, you know? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. All right, so we finished those. We've got all the scavengers done. We could do the survival. Is there a way to see if you've already completed it? Stocked shelter, empty. Food supply 2 to 3. Water supply 2 to 3. Health issues, call 911. Fragile equipment is like glass. Unwanted visitor, hordes. Trouble every day. Oh, that's gonna be crazy. Stock shelter, some junk. Food supply and water supply is gonna be decent. Health issues are common. Fragile equipment, average. Unwanted visitors, some. Trouble often. Yeah, the Tsar Bomba is gonna be, I think, gonna be the hardest. All right, so we finished the scavenger. Now we need to do the apocalypse. Or yeah, we need to do apocalypse, and we need to do the Fat Man. Let me see. All right, stock shelter, some junk, pack suitcase, work briefcase. What does that mean? Nothing for the suitcase. Okay. Either way, this is what we're gonna do. All right, we're gonna try to do this run and hopefully escape. What ending? I guess we should aim for. I guess we should aim for the government thing, right? So. Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm ready because I don't want to set myself up for failure. So cards, map, radio, flashlight, medkit. I believe. Cards, map, radio, flashlight, medkit. I think that should be everything, and I should be able to get the escape for the government. Pretty sure. Gas mask is nice, but I don't want it. Harmonica. Is that the medkit over there? What is that? That's a can. It tricked me. Oh, crap. Alright, we'll just grab all these. There's the med kit we wanted. We'll grab more food. We can't grab anything else. Throw that in there. Get Timmy. Get the radio. That did not give me the radio. That's a little frustrating. Okay. Okay, we'll toss these. Alright, we'll get her. Get the rifle. Okay, go get the daughter. I see the flashlight. I don't think I have much, to be honest. I think there's the map. Flashlight. Cards. Water. Sorry for the beeping in the background. I forgot to close out some programs. Alright, we're set. We're set, we're set, we're set. We are good. Okay, I'm going to close out a tab real quick. So it's going to go to the menu screen in just a second. Well, I can do it right now while it doesn't affect anything. Exit. Okay, day 1. Oh, I need to open my thing back up. Help me. Alright, continue. Let's see. Okay, we got decent food, we got decent water. Pretty sure we have everything we need for the government. Yeah, so we're just gonna do that. I think we're good. Okay, 1 second, I got a cough. Man, I don't know when this cough is gonna go away. It's like deep in the chest. It's been driving me insane. I was real sick for a while, and it's gone away for the most part, but it's like, feels like this pressure in the bottom of my chest still. It's driving me crazy. Alright, all of us made it into the shelter just a second before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we're all together, we can make it work down here. We remember hearing canned soup is healthy for you. When we opened the shelter door, we noticed some of the shelves were stocked already. We can't really say we recall putting any of these supplies here, but we're definitely going to put them to good use. Gas mask. Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans, we'll sleep on cans, we'll even talk to cans. Some of us already do. Alright, so I wanted to mention also, I'm really wanting to do like short horror stories and read for you guys, because I know some of you wanted to hear that. I know some of you just put it on for like at nighttime to sleep to, or just to relax to in the background. I know that's a common thing because I do the long form content. So I want to try to do other things that you can just chill to, where you don't have to pay attention to them too much. You can just close your eyes and relax. But the thing is, I don't really use Reddit. And I created a new account, and I can't message people. I'm not allowed to, and I found that out. So I have to build karma. So I had to figure out how that worked, which is basically like people gotta upvote your comments, and I don't really do all that stuff. So I'm like going around complimenting people. And I don't know if that's. I'm just gonna like, wow, that's cool. And I mean, it is. I'm finding stuff that I think is neat. Like, there's one person, they crocheted this little mushroom fungus guy from what is it? Tetraterra? Tetraterra? No, it's Terraria. Sorry. And then I found one person who was like a golf thing. I don't play golf like at all. But I was like, that's neat. Like, I don't know. I think it's hilarious. But so I have to. I don't actually want to go any. Well, I'm gonna save it. I saw something online that said you can do 2 expeditions, but once you hit the 3rd, that's when like people start coming. So we're just gonna kind of skip that crap. We'll use the rifle. Oh wait, if the rifle breaks, there's actually a chance that they could request. Oh no. Let's just hope they don't request a damaged rifle. I don't know. I guess we'll try the survival camp, and we'll try the government, because I think I got I got a majority for each thing, so we'll do that. But yeah, so I've just been on Reddit trying to get karma so I can message these people and the messages actually go through. That way I can get permission to read these stories, because I don't want to take their stuff without permission. If they don't want me to do it, I'm not gonna do it. And I know like a lot of YouTube channels use stuff, and there's a history of a lot of people stealing those stories and stuff, and I get it, you know. So I want to get permission. I want to do it the right way if I'm gonna do it. So you guys just be patient with me. Hopefully I can get that done, because there's a few things I've been wanting to do, but it's just like, it seems like the universe is like, you can't. And I'm like, hey, listen here, bud. Alright, Mary Jane used to be cheerful, but lately she's been a bit down. She clearly misses her music lessons. She keeps humming her favorite classical pieces, imitating the sound of a tuba. She said she would die for a chance to play it again, which may very well happen if we don't let her out of the shelter. If this would help bring a smile to her face, maybe we should consider letting her go on a short walk on the house above. Yeah, go for it. Maybe we'll get lucky and get that rifle back. Mary Jane got very excited, and when we agreed to let her look for her tuba, she said if she can't find the instrument, she'll settle for anything else she can find, like some sheet music. We sure hope the tuba didn't make it. We're pretty sure we prefer radio static or even the sweet sound of silence. All right. And we're on day 4. Are the walls closing in? Is this space getting smaller with every passing minute? We need to get out of here. No, because people can get sick. I would rather not, but it could also drive them crazy, which kind of sucks. Yep, the dad went crazy. But, I mean, we do need all 4 of them crazy. Keeping the door closed was the right thing to do, but the tensions are rising in our tiny little shelter. Alright, we're on day 5. We've got to give everybody water. We're not sending anybody out. We stumbled upon a weird signal when changing the radio frequencies. We're pretty sure that behind layers of terrible static and screams, we could hear a voice. A voice speaking a foreign language. Oh, dear, what if it's the Soviets? We should probably listen to it, but what about the children? Let's go ahead. Hopefully the dad doesn't go breaking the stuff we need. Okay, he's back to normal. Cool. Good deal. We were relieved at first when we figured out it wasn't Soviets we heard. Turned out it was Canadians, which isn't much better. Either way, they're foreigners and we shouldn't understand what they were saying. Not a word. And we couldn't understand what they were saying. Not a word. How disappointing. Okay, dude. We can barely breathe in this dang shelter. For the last couple of hours, the situation is getting noticeably worse. There might be something wrong with the ventilation system. It's stuck. If that's the case, we need to look into fixing it right away. Dang it. There's bugs in there. I don't want to use the flashlight, and I didn't grab any bug spray. Can we just ignore it and hope they don't hurt us? Because I'm pretty sure it's like the mutated cockroaches or something, or the spiders or whatever. So, okay, nobody's hurt, so that's good. We decided to ignore any problems with events and focus on other problems. As predicted, all of us developed a nasty cough and had trouble breathing. But it got better the next morning. We don't know what the issue was, but the important thing is it's gone now. Alright, we're on day 7. That's fine. We're not sending anybody. Jeez, I don't have nothing. I should have got more stuff to protect the shelter. We felt like something was staring at us from the corner of the shelter. We think it's a rat. At least it looks like a rat. A rat on a very good diet. We decided we needed to do something about it, or to put it more bluntly, it's either him or us. We don't have nothing to do. Broke our gun, so that's rough. Yeah, he stole some food. As we were running around looking for something to smash that furry rodent with, it just disappeared. So did one of our food cans. The question is, how did that devil fit through one of those little holes? Alright, we're good on everything for now. I don't really want to use the med kit. This is rough. We're either going crazy or this entire shelter is crawling with little insects, or worse, it's worse. There's spiders. And not some miniature ones, but huge, furry, very creepy beasts. We've got to do something about them. Actually, this could make Mary Jane a mutant, and I would be cool with that. I'd be very cool with that. Yes! Oh my god! How lucky is that? Oh my goodness, that is crazy good. That is crazy good, actually. I could let the boy die, let the mom die, or the dad die, and only have the mutant and one of the parents, and just be set. We decided we couldn't get rid of those spiders with our bare hands, feet, or whatever body parts we could use for lethal anti-spider attacks. Unfortunately, we underestimated their chances. They're really fast. All we achieved was getting tired. Maybe we'll have more luck next time. During our vicious fight with dozens of spiders, one got lucky and bit Mary Jane. It didn't seem serious, but when we got up this morning, she was different. Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit. Does that mean I gotta keep an eye on her food a little bit better? Or, I don't know. We're not sending anybody out. It's high time we stopped wondering about what's going on and started asking questions, or at least listen to some reasonable answers. How about tuning into a radio station and learning a thing or two about the brave new world? Oh, I wanted to ask as well. Sometimes I read quick because I'm kind of a fast reader. I try not to, but does that bother you guys if I read too fast? Do you guys want me to slow down and kind of steadily read it, and, you know, or it's kind of speed reading a little bit okay. Sometimes I'll stumble on my words, but it's just how I read, you know. I'll be like, we were able to get a weak signal and tap into government emergency announcement service. Like, that's normally how I kind of read. I don't think it's like super speed reading, but it's fast enough that has me worried that it's not okay for you guys. Like, so just let me know. I can slow down if need be, and I'll try to focus on that more. And guess what? Great news. The fallout outside is mostly gone. It should be much safer to travel on the surface now. Okay, cool. So that's good. All right, everybody's hungry and thirsty. I should probably send Mary Jane out to get some stuff. I can send her with the checkerboards. And I think that's it, honestly. I'll just send her with a checkerboard. We were admiring the radioactive landscape when we saw a young woman dressed in ragged camo clothing. She had a nasty-looking rifle, but she held us in a polite enough manner. She claims to be a hunter tracking a big mutated spider. She ran out of ammo and told us that if we were to help her out, she'd pay us back in a while. I almost grabbed the ammo. It was near, but I don't think I had room. I think that's why I decided to keep running. But it was right there on that bed. Ugh, it's rough. This woman says she hunts mostly for food. Clearly, she's uncivilized savage. Delicious soup is the only thing, is what decent people eat these days. We were not amused and didn't give her anything. All right. Everybody's fine until tomorrow. I'm going to give them some... The parents need food tomorrow. We're going to send her out. Oh, she can't take anything? Oh. Oh. I'm still going to send her out because she won't get sick. I don't think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she can't get sick, but she can't take anything. I didn't know. Alright, we'll give them food. Give the boy food tomorrow. We keep sitting on our backsides here in this tiny little bunker. Or we can start thinking about getting away as far as possible from the radioactive wasteland. Who would have thought that the Reds would ruin such a lovely neighborhood? We could do it on our own. The escaping part, not the ruining part, of course. However, there might be someone out there who can help us. Let's keep our eyes and ears open. Okay? And the phone's ringing. That's the kids. So we'll go ahead and do that. The mom's sick. That sucks. Good news, the government made a radio broadcast about extracting survivors from the area. The announcer asked everyone to listen and wait a while longer and expect further communication in a few days. We'll be out of here soon. Okay, we're gonna let the mom die. We're gonna let her die. We had thought phone calls were a thing of the past after the atomic bomb obliterated everything in our little town. However, a phone booth on our side of the street survived the bombing somehow. It seems that it's ringing right now. Should we send someone to answer it? Yeah, we'll send the mom. She's already sick, so we can use her for those things. And not that way we have the mutant daughter and we've got the mom who can go in and out. Let's see. When we answered the phone, we could barely hear a gasp. We could hear... I keep stuttering. We could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We had started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope that they'll get back to us. Okay, that's fine. The dad's dehydrated. The mom's both. The son is dehydrated. Okay. We'll fix that tomorrow. Time to listen to some radio chatter. Maybe we'll pick up on some useful shared shred of information on how to get out of this mess. One issue is I haven't memorized all of the radio events, so I don't know which ones are like risking the radio. Nothing, nothing, and nothing. We could hear nothing but annoying static. Better luck next time. Okay? So give him water. Give her both. Give him water. We're gonna let her just stay sick. That's what I meant by let her die. We're not going to we're not gonna like starve her. We never thought we'd live to see a dancing cockroach. We still haven't, but we saw one that was nearly as big as a cat. Good news is they probably scared off any rats in the area. The bad news is they are huge and will probably attack us when they get the chance. That's okay. Alright, the daughter's back. She's got her father's eyes. So. Oh, we got an axe. I would have preferred a new rifle. But... Oh my, that thing is huge, and there goes another one. Roaches everywhere. We're doomed. We already feel all dirty. Nothing made us happier than seeing the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. I forgot about this. Okay. We gotta do it. Bru Regraf Hern Yern Germ Hempruf Girt Rit Hebif Zidit Ricker Plur Bur Min U Hafur Gaber Ger Agur Hegru Dudu Berber Humph Karun Furu Guru Rura Hung Befi Warrit Shrig Herg Work Yar Ung Her Frizzer Humph Agar Orar. She's silly. She's silly. I can't believe she said that. Alright, he's at starvation. She's sick, hungry. She's hungry. He's hungry. So just the dad gets food tomorrow. Let's wait till we get further in the government thing and we'll send her out for an expedition again. I am nervous about the food and water though. I am nervous. I may honestly send the boy out and hope that he can get us some stuff. The boy and the daughter, you know what? I will do that because I can send him with the checkerboard. This is terrible. We can't sleep. We've been having problems with sleeping ever since we got down here, but now it's worse than ever. If we don't deal with this problem, we won't be able to cope with any other challenges that await us outside this thin shelter door. I know the daughter won't get sick, but the son, let's see what he's... Okay, he's tired, so we can't use him now. We'll just use the daughter again, I guess. Bravely ignoring our symptoms, we tried to get at least an hour or two of sleep. No luck. We're even more tired than we were. And there are other problems we will need to face soon. Let's just hope our yawning will be enough to scare raiders away or save us from radiation sickness. Let's see. So, he went crazy again. We need to give her food, give him food. Okay, now that he's crazy, I'm nervous. So I'm going to feed the mom, or I'm going to give medkit to the mom. We can send the daughter. And just hope she brings us back something good, because this is the last expedition we're doing. Alright. Hopefully she brings back something really good. Like, a lot of food. He's dehydrated. She's both. He's dehydrated. Okay? Seems for every cockroach we squish with our boots, 2 others take its place. It's time to do something about it before we get completely overrun. What's that noise? I don't think I've ever heard that sound. What was that? Our new cockroach roommates can be a bit messy, disgusting, and annoying, but surely this is not the worst thing that could have happened to us, and there's not much we can do about it anyway. Maybe one day we'll manage to convince them to pay rent. Man, how sick would it be if I got the bug spray and the roaches did that thing where they get smart and then I can spray them? Because that's an achievement I need, but I haven't been able to get it. Because it's like, I don't know, I went a long time. No shot this is happening. Oh no. We need these. Really bad. I don't think we can escape, man. Because we're about to have those destroyed. What do we do? What do we even do? We literally needed those. Oh no. Oh no. The radio is rescued first before any of that filthy liquid got into its case. It's not long before most of the water disappeared, but the damage it had done was enough to upset us. Cleaning and fixing this mess will take us days. And what's that smell? Oh, that's crazy. Starvation. Starvation, so feed them tomorrow. Some door-to-door salesman found his way to our shelter. We remember him from before the apocalypse. He came over a bunch of leaflets and tried to convince us to join something called Astro Citizen, but we refused. Now he wants supplies and says he'll reveal some state secrets to us in return. I'm not doing that. I don't know what the positives of that one are, but I know the couple times I've done it, he literally just says some crap and leaves. As a rule, we don't trust door-to-door salesmen, especially ones who attempt treason. We told him to go back to whatever planet he dropped to Earth from. He got angry and stormed off, mumbling something about how our souls are going to be devoured by alien Yord Yontor. Poor guy, he seemed very confused. Okay. So food for him. Food for him, and we need food for mom tomorrow. Okay, yep, and there's the... No. Today, the music from the radio stopped abruptly, and instead we got to listen to a transmission from the army. We were almost halfway to the door when they started talking about evacuation, but it turns out there was something we need to do first. All survivors were asked to leave a sign that they were alive somewhere in the area. The exact location was given in geographical coordinates. We need a map to establish where that is. Okay. That's rough. That's actually rough. We needed that so bad. Now the dad's sick and crazy. We were sure we could find the location without the map. We were wrong. Hopefully we'll get lucky next time. Yep. Yep. We may be in a situation. Today we found a letter from what seemed to be another survivors. They claim they mean no harm and want to get to know us a little bit better. They are asking to choose one person to represent us and come back to a meeting tonight. Unarmed. We were a bit worried, but they could be friendly. Yeah, let's send the boy. Man, that's rough. Okay. It's true. It's all true. There really are others just like us. We arrived to the rendezvous unarmed and on time, and they greeted us by a friendly-looking group of survivors. They're being led by twins, a brother and a sister, who seem to be friendly enough. They asked us some questions and promised to stay in touch. Okay. Maybe I should just let Ted die. I think that's where I'm at, because turns out Mr. Freeman, the physics teacher at Timmy's school, was right. 1 + 1 does indeed make 2, and in our case, it's two or more cockroaches, because those little things keep coming. We need to clean up our mess or end up with a full-blown infestation. Okay. Alright, the daughter's back. We're gonna let the dad die, because he's going to be deranged, and at the same time, yeah, it's just not good. Living with roaches can't be too bad, right? Even if they're stealing your pillows, socks, and wallets. Why would roaches even need wallets? And that smell is horrible. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. Hurarf Shurag Herf Hio Grit Hiru Riz Hurug Kroon Fura Gura Rura Hung Mafi Wart Shrug Her Og Work Yar Ug Year Freeze Year Gar Year +2. Okay, so we got 1 food, 2 water. I'm honestly willing to risk it for the biscuit and just send her out again. 1 less to feed, you know? And at the same time, she's not gonna get sick. Timmy claimed he couldn't sleep last night due to Ted's loud, incessant snoring. Ted angrily retaliated by making quips about the size of Timmy's ears, which enraged Timmy even more. He's desperate for a solution. What can be done about this? We don't really care if he gets tired, so we're fine on that. Good. The dad's gone, so that's fine. In a drastic turn of events, Timmy tried to put the gas mask on Ted's sleeping face and stop this. He killed him. He killed him. Alright, can't believe Timmy killed his father. That's crazy. We'll give her food because she's about to be out and about. We'll wait till tomorrow to give him food. We're going to send her out again. We're just going to keep sending her out. That's all we can do because we need stuff. And it really sucks because we're going to risk the raiders, but I feel like we have to, you know? Food. We'll give her food tomorrow. The other day, we heard a quiet knock on the door, but when we opened it, we only found a suitcase on the doorstep, and there was no one around. It is signed, but it sure looks like it's meant for us. Should we check what's inside? Yeah, actually, we're going to have to risk it. It's very risky because things go wrong on this difficulty, but did we get anything? Can of food. Okay. Nice. We gladly accepted the sudden gift, and despite our suspicions, it turned out it was just a regular tomato soup that we all know and love. Thank you, kind stranger. Okay, we'll give her both. Give him water. I don't want the cat. That's for sure. I'm not doing that. We don't even have the food for the cat if we wanted it. Our grandparents always told us to never buy anything sight unseen, and we're not about to start now. Gone are the times of the yard sales. We can manage without whatever junk is in that mysterious bag. Okay, so they are fine. Our patience is wearing thin. We thought it would be a good idea to take a quick look outside to see if there's any trouble in the area. As we were about to step out, a pair of animal eyes flashed in the darkness, and their owner started growling in the most terrifying way. We only had moments to decide what to do. Just ignore it. It's the dog. We don't really care for the dog. The mom is crazy, so that's rough. In other circumstances, we might have risked battling the beast in the darkness, but for some reason, We felt that was not to our liking, so we screamed and screamed with terror. The creature was probably more afraid of us than we were of it. It left in a hurry. The mom's crazy. We have a limited time to get her normal. It seems that for every cockroach we squish with our boots, two others take its place. It's time to do something about it before we get completely overran. We can't. We actually can't. The mom's sick now, too. Okay, this isn't good. Living with roaches can't be too bad, right? Even if they're stealing our pillows, socks, and wallets, why would roaches even need wallets? And that smell is horrible. Okay. They're both sick. Oh, no. Oh, no. We'll just give them both food. Timmy has just been sitting there staring into space. Is something wrong? Maybe it would be good to have a little chat with him. Yes. We don't want him to go crazy, too. We don't have the dad, so we can't get the full cuckoo's nest. She's back. I think she brought some food again. I don't think we got anything else. Honestly, I think that's all she gets is 1 food and 2 water. Timmy went crazy anyways. Oh, no. Okay. Gosh, we don't have the map. Hang on. We're gonna send somebody out. I don't know who, though. I don't want to send the daughter out again. I don't want to send the daughter out again. We will send the son out because I can't risk the mom. Oh, no, no, no. I didn't mean to click that. Okay. We'll hold off on food until tomorrow. We're going to send the son out. And we're going to send him with the checkerboard. And, yeah, we're going to hope for the best. We're actually going to hope for the best. Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what we'll do if he doesn't come back. Wait, hang on, go back. I need to give her food. The mom is fine for now, I guess. I don't have the map. They both want the map. Holy cricket. The twin siblings have paid us a visit and asked if we have a map of our town and the shelter. Their group is becoming bigger every day, and they're slowly running out of space in their tent. So now they're traveling through the city looking for a good spot to make camp. We have to get a map. Oh, man, this is crazy hard. This is crazy hard. Guys, I'm not optimistic about this. If Timmy doesn't bring back a map, we don't have a chance. Because we already did the Panzer. Man, maybe I should have done that. Maybe I should have aimed for the Panzer event while doing this. I don't know. I don't know. The roaches seem to get more organized with every passing day. At first it was 1 or 2 of them, but nowadays it seems like small columns of them marching through the shelter. We need to deal with the situation before their civilization becomes superior to ours. I would love to get some bug spray and at least get 1 achievement. And let the roaches do their thing, you know? Let the roaches do their thing and then take them out with the bug spray. Although they were a bit glowy, we were pretty sure they spread diseases. We have no means of fighting those dang roaches. Best get used to the situation. Better the roaches than bandits or commies. Alright. She needs both. She's hungry, that's fine. If there's one sure way to get our attention, it's definitely banging on the shelter door. Whatever it is, they're quite persistent. They've been at it for the past 5 minutes. Should we open? Let's go ahead and risk it. I think it'll be fine. Whoa. There was a bullet. And the mom's hurt now. Somebody started shooting at us, so we closed the hatch as quickly as we could, but a shot or 2 grazed us. We're in a situation. For an isolated fallout shelter, we sure have a lot of disturbances. Something is making a lot of noises since dawn, and we couldn't sleep. It seems to be coming from under the floor, and coincidentally, we just found a manhole that we could use to go down and check it out. Actually, you can find a map in the manhole and a med kit. One of the two. It's an alligator. What the hell? We barely made it out alive. It was a giant mutated crocodile or an alligator or something else with a giant mouth and plenty of teeth. Now we're screwed. This, honestly, you guys, I don't think we can make it. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, we don't have a map for this. The map is literally the most important item, and it broke. Well, I mean the radio and the map. Maybe I should have saved the map because I could have kept going with the twin survivals. I guess next time I try this, I'll do that. Although we tried to decline politely, the guests were clearly offended. They galloped away, waving their wooden swords and screaming something about cutting down shrubberies. Absolutely crazy. Dolores has really lost it. Today, we caught her red-handed, gorging on our supplies and completely ignoring our strict but fair rationing policy. When we insisted that she stop, first she became really irritated, and then in our dismay, she burst into tears apologizing for her behavior. We really don't know what to make of this. This is crazy difficult. I guess we'll send the daughter out. I don't know. Gosh, this is difficult. If we got a med kit, I'd be happy. She needs both tomorrow. Okay, it seems like for every cockroach that we squash with our boots, two others take its place. It's time to do something about it before we completely overrun. Can't do anything about it, actually. Our new cockroach roommates can be a bit messy, disgusting, and annoying, but surely this is not the worst thing that could happen to us. There's a lot more we can do about. There's not much we can do about it, anyways. Maybe one day we'll manage to convince them to pay the rent. All right, give her both. We're out of food officially. We've always wanted to throw a party with a huge cake. For some reason, it never worked. One time, we were promised a great cake, and it turned out it was a lie. There was a disappointment. We weren't glad. We were definitely getting a cake when the radioactive clouds are gone. I concur. Yep, there goes the radio again. Man. Yeah. I think we're pretty much at the end. I think this might be it. Coming up in the next couple days. Unless she just gets here with a med kit. Which I don't think she can. I actually don't think she can. During the latest expedition, we ran into a smelly man in torn clothes. We recognized him as Old Man Jim. As an old bum named Jims who used to roam the street of our town before the bomb fell. Now he roams the wasteland, and it looks like he followed us home. Now he's banging on the door asking if we want to buy a rock. Well, do we? Yes, Jim is a kind old man. We will buy your rock, Jim. Old Man Jim was always lovely and friendly to everyone. Of course, we opened the door and fulfilled his request. He winked at us and told us the first rock is for free, which we were happy to hear. A nice rock is a good thing to have, but we don't think we'll be able to trade any of our supplies for it. Even if it brings us luck like he claims. We don't have any food to feed her, so, yeah. Then the siblings are back for the map. We don't have that either. Yeah, the end. Oh, that's rough. That is very rough. That is very rough. It was a good run. It was a good attempt. We need to hard focus the map next time. That is the goal. Next time we hard focus the map because it's super important. Honestly, I don't even think I'm going to get more than 2 people next time. I think I'm just going to do both adults. And then just aim for the med kit, aim for the map, cards. I'm just going to get the items, pretty much all items I can. And, well, food is so important in this. Yeah, I don't know. That was rough. We'll give it another try. We'll keep on going. We got to get this achievement, so we're not stopping until we do it. If you enjoy the content, make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment. I really appreciate it if you do. It's a beautiful thing. I hope your day's good. I hope tomorrow's even better. I will see you here next time. Yeah. Goodbye.